Taylor, who's going to present the new and the existing working group from IMIA. Thank you. Thank you. Cheers. Hello. Oh dear. Do I need to do anything in terms of? Oh, Richard, you're back. Okay, fantastic. Thank you so much. Richard, you are on mute.
Oh, hello. Right. Okay.
Yes.
So I hope, thank you very much. I hope everybody can see my screen. I'm going to introduce you to the working groups for 2022. Just before I do that, I thought I would show you this slide, which shows the working groups for 2021. So these are the working groups that have been working very hard during this year. We had 4 working groups. The first one was to do with 3D printed structures, and that is due, the results and the paper is due to be presented by Olivia Hautefeuille on the 11th of November. The second one was for landslides, and that will be presented immediately after my presentation. The third one on modular construction is to be presented on the 1st of October. And the last one on non-damage business interruption, delay and startup is to be presented early in 2022. You can see the list of people who've been involved in preparing those papers, and I'd like particularly to thank everybody for their huge amount of effort that's gone into producing these papers. Great effort by everybody, and some really super papers which you will no doubt learn all about. So the papers for yeah.
You need to click on display settings, because at the moment we see 2 slides. At the top of your screen,
yep,
you will see display setting.
All right, okay. Is
Try that.
Does everybody see that? Okay, brilliant. All right, so these are the working groups for 2022 that are coming up. We've got 4 exciting subjects. So coating failures, ensuring hydrogen infrastructure, construction operation, and then, as Manuela mentioned, environmental, social and corporate governance factors in infrastructure and project insurance, and finally mass timber and wood frame structures risk assessment underwriting principles. I'll just give you a little bit more information about each one of those. You'll see that they're already sponsors for those working groups. We already have quite a number of volunteers for quite a lot of those papers, but we want more people, and you'll have an opportunity to select which one you would like to join if you want to join a working group. We're also looking for people to chair the working groups. It's quite a time-consuming job, but it also does great things for your career. So if anybody's interested in chairing one of the working groups, please let us know. So if I just quickly run through the ones that we have. So the first one is a working group to do with coating failures, looking at all the technical aspects of that, why they happen, how you sort them out, the effect of underwriting, some case studies, because there have been some very large failures that have occurred, codes of practice, surveys and risk management. So that's the first one. The second one is to do with hydrogen infrastructure, which again, very topical subject as the use of hydrogen increases in a decarbonized world. So that will be looking at it from the technology point of view, what is the current situation, the risks, how these risks are underwritten, policy issues, case studies, surveys and risk management. So that's a very interesting and topical subject. So that's the second of our 4. And then the third one, which is this environmental, social and corporate governance issues in engineering insurance. So again, a very topical subject and something which I'm sure a lot of people will be interested in getting involved in, as how the engineering insurance industry adapts to the needs of looking after environment and social and corporate issues. And then the fourth one was also mentioned, increasing use of timber. So we have a working group on mass timber and wood frame structures, risk assessment and underwriting principles, which again will discuss all the different types of timber structures, structural issues, durability, obviously fire protection and prevention, how these are underwritten, so whether existing wordings are suitable for the risks that are posed by them, case studies, codes of practice and legislation, surveys and risk management. And so there is the table. Now, if you're interested in signing up for one of these working groups, we've made a simplified way of doing that. You can actually register your interest, because we will know if you put something in the chat box, we can tell who has actually put it in there. So if you're interested in coating failures, just type the word coating and put that in the chat box and press send. If you're interested in the hydrogen infrastructure, just type in hydrogen. If you're interested in environmental, social and corporate governance, just type ESG. And if you're interested in timber, just put the word timber, and then don't forget to press send. We will know who you are. So that is the way that you can express an interest now. Alternatively, you can email Stephanie at any time. If you know of a colleague who might be interested, then please share this information with them and try and persuade them to get involved. We're particularly looking for people with subject expertise. Working groups are not really the place for people who don't know something about a subject but want to find out about it. These are really working groups for people who know about the subject already. So if you're interested in joining, please do. I'm sure it'll be an enjoyable experience. There was just one other thing that I will show you on this presentation, and that is there are guidelines. So if anybody is interested in chairing a working group, there are guidelines which will explain to you how you do this. And also every chair gets the support of a sponsor. So that's a member of the IMIA Executive Committee, and they'll help you if you run into any difficulties, and also explain how things work and basically take you through the the process of producing a working group paper. So that's quite rapidly. Maybe if I just go back one slide, give you one more opportunity. If you want to sign up, please put your the word into the chat box. So that is my presentation quite rapidly through the working groups. Unless anybody's got any immediate questions, I think we can then move on to the presentation of one of these working group papers, which in this case is on landslide.